Welcome back, everybody, to Two Deans No Waiting. My name is Dean.
My name is Dean.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is August 22nd, Friday, 2025. That's right, and some breaking news happening right now. We got a lot to talk about. Guess what just happened?
What?
The FBI just raided the home of John Bolton.
Oh no, they did that earlier today.
Okay, well, it happened. It happened. It just happened. Well, for people watching, it's that don't pay attention. So it just happened.
They're doing that because he had some files, classified files.
Well,
he's not supposed to have. Geez, who's the other two guys that did that?
Hold on.
Come on.
Under the executive branch, Trump has every right to go after people that have important documents like this. And what he's doing, he's going after the people that went after him. It's obvious, although he has every right under the Constitution to do it, because John Bolton is not a good guy.
No, he's not.
No,
he's an asshole.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But who's
a bigger piece of shit?
Hold on. My question is this. Is this administration going after the deep state? Is this just the beginning? I do believe there are going to be indictments. There will be indictments because he is going after the people that went after him.
Right.
What he wants overall is to go after Rice, Blumenthal. He's going to go after Lindsey Graham. Evidently, most important, Biden and Obama. This is what he wants to do, and they're a part of the deep state. This is very interesting how this is going to happen. Although, on the flip side, they did ask him the question about, that the federal agents invaded, or I should say, raided John Bolton's home, and he had no idea this happened. So this is very interesting. Who's running the show? He said, why would you say that? Unless that was like AI or something.
Listen,
that's the video I watched. But you got to understand, John Bolton is a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit.
Okay.
But you have to also understand that all that Trump does is lie. So, I mean, you can't believe anything he says.
But he's not lying about this.
How do you know?
Because,
He
well,
lies
hold on.
about
No.
everything.
I'm not saying he's not lying about what he knew whether or not.
He knew it was
No.
raided.
That didn't happen. No, my point is this. Okay, John Bolton. Okay, this guy here. You talk about Zionism. You talk about neocons.
No. He's been an asshole for a long time.
Long time. This guy's been a part of every war that goes back 25 fucking years. Okay, now I want Trump to go back further and start investigating 9/11.
He's not going to do that.
I'm just saying, if we're going to go in a step in the right direction, which he's going after the deep state. And I do believe there will be indictments. How far does this go down? Well, hold on. Comey, he's going after. Look, let the rattlesnakes commit suicide. I don't give a shit. He's going to go after Comey, the head of the FBI.
Yep.
He's going to go after Brennan. He's going to go after Biden, and evidently he wants Obama. And you could see indictments within 5 months. Okay. This could happen. It's a step in the right direction, kind of, but I do believe that he's just going after people that went after him.
Right. That's all that is. It's revenge. It's not a step in the right direction at all.
Well, if you arrest these fat cats, then...
He's not gonna.
And like I said, if they want to kill each other, what the fuck do you care? Let them kill each other.
Bolton might go to jail. He might be arrested, but... Obama? That's not going to happen.
I don't know if they're going to,
Biden?
but he's going to try. They're
Biden's
going
not
to
gonna
try. They're going to try.
He needs to stop bringing up Biden anyway.
Yeah, well, I
You
don't
know what? I'm tired of that shit. You're in charge now. Be in charge.
Look, he's going after them because they went after
him. Yes.
That's happening. But he's got every right under the law, especially Blumenthal, Rice, and that piece of shit Lindsey Graham, because
Lindsey Graham is a piece of shit.
What they did is win against the Logan Act and talk to Zelensky before the president did, and under the Logan Act, you can't do that. So arrest that bastard, because they went to Zelensky and said, don't sign and don't agree with anything Trump wants, because it's politics to them. They don't give a shit about life.
When did that happen?
This happened, I'm talking a few years ago. This happened.
They talked to Zelensky before Biden?
He talked. No.
You said a few years ago.
No, this was the Logan Act. No, this was just recently. This happened just recently.
Lindsey Graham did that.
Lindsey Graham, yes. Lindsey
the
Graham.
hell?
You're surprised that Lindsey Graham did something illegal?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm surprised that Lindsey Graham did something against Trump.
You don't like Trump because there's differences.
Lindsey Graham has been on his knees for Trump for a long time.
Look, Lindsey Graham is a snake. He's a snake in the grass.
absolutely.
These guys in Washington, the District of Criminals, hence the word District of Criminals.
They're all-
Like I said, let them all commit suicide. I don't care. Let them all kill each other. But yes, Lindsey Graham in the beginning hated Trump.
Yeah, and then flipped
Okay,
over.
and it flipped because it's politics. But then
They
he
all
went
do.
against him because Trump does want some type of peace. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but he wants some type of peace in Ukraine where Lindsey Graham, he's a war hawk. So yes, he went against them and he went against the Logan Act. Arrest
Okay.
those bastards.
Fine, then do it. Whatever. Let's talk about him talking to Putin last week.
The so-called summit meeting in Alaska.
Yeah, I find that to be hilarious and just a waste of time.
No, why is it hilarious and a waste of time?
Well, okay.
You don't actually think there'll be like an agreement? They won't. They
Oh
won't come
no,
up
absolutely
with
not.
Gee.
Not at all.
So you think the war is going to continue? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're touching my balls over here.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, right. Okay. Breaking news. He was touching my balls.
Breaking
That
news.
is breaking.
Breaking news: his balls have already been broken.
So go ahead
So,
with
anyways,
your
Listen, I mean,
theory that
So-
don't hold a cup of water.
so here's the thing: he rolls out the red carpet for this guy. I mean, has a flyby. Basically, just worshipped him, and then
Wait a minute.
and then wasn't able to even talk.
I don't know where you're getting that he worshipped him.
Well, give me a break.
All that is
That's
show.
all that's-
I get
doesn't-
all that is
He
political
doesn't do
theater.
that for anybody else.
Well, hold on. He doesn't do that for anybody. Look, this
What's
is
he done
look.
it for?
Listen, Dean, you're like the other people who think that you got to be a realist. Okay, I get it. You hate Trump.
I can't
You
stand
said
him.
it a million times, but my problem with you is he can find a cure for cancer, and you'll still call him a piece of shit. Just like the people that think he pisses lightning and craps thunder. No, I don't believe that either. But you got to give credit where credit is due. He at least is talking where the fucking last administration wasn't.
Okay, that's fine. But it
You
doesn't
have dialogue.
What I'm
Like I
trying to
said
tell
in the
you,
beginning
there's
of-
no dialogue.
I said
Putin
in-
comes in, tells him what he wants, and
what
then
do you
he
mean?
leaves.
And did they get what they want? No. 'Cause you
Nobody
said
got
yourself-
anything they want.
Okay, you
You
said
might as well-
yourself. But my problem, like I said
You
earlier.
might as well have sent me there.
Okay, but they did. They sent Zelensky. There's no difference. He's a fucking puppet,
okay.
controlled by the rich billionaire oligarchs of Ukraine.
I'm not arguing with that.
Okay, so this is the thing.
I don't know why
all
they
right?
talked to him either.
What did I say about 2 minutes ago about the Logan Act? That's the problem, okay? When you have people like Blumenthal...
That might be part of the problem.
Okay, that
but
is the problem. When they're
No,
telling... But this was a while back.
The problem is
But when you tell somebody like Zelensky, no, don't go for the deal. Don't go for the deal. Don't sign anything.
That's not what
Don't
I'm
sign
talking
anything.
about anyway.
Well, what I'm saying
I'm not
is...
even talking about that.
Well, I'm talking about that. That's a major
already
problem.
talked about it.
So we're not going to get any peace agreement. And I told you a long time ago, if you have $300 billion of Russian money, which the Europeans do, this shit ain't going to end. You don't talk about that. And we've talked about that before.
we have.
Okay, all right. So I don't know if it's going to end, but it's a step in the right direction because you have dialogue. You didn't have dialogue the last 5 fucking years.
There was no step though. What happened was Putin came in here, said, I want this, and this. For some reason, whenever Putin's around, Trump turns into a beta male.
So what?
And
Hold on.
nothing happens.
What do you want Trump to do? Drop bombs on Moscow like he's threatening to do now?
He's
That's
trying
what
to do that to Moscow?
Yes, he's threatening to do that. Is that much better?
No.
Okay, well, it's a flip
No.
on the flip side.
Well, I don't
get-
want that.
Of course you don't.
No, listen. Okay, as far as trying to talk to him, okay, I get that part. But whenever he does show up, for some reason, Trump just cowers and does whatever he says.
But that's what the liberal media is saying. You're using their talking
I am
points.
not doing that.
Yes, you are, because when I listen to the liberal media, they say, "Oh, look, Trump is sucking his knob. He's a little more to the left, a little more to the right." No,
Okay.
it's not like that.
So,
But
yes,
is this
it is.
political theater? Sure. I don't think any side really came up with anything conclusive that's going to end this war. Okay,
Oh, no,
listen.
But Putin doesn't want the war to end.
No, either does Ukraine. Ukraine
Okay.
don't want the war to end. Now listen
Well,
to
they
this.
do want it
Okay,
to
hold
end.
on. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They're
They want 'em
making
out.
They make billions of dollars off of this war, okay? Now, let me tell you about the other side. You know what the other side wants?
I don't know what other side.
The Ukraine.
Okay.
Ukraine's deal is they don't sign anything. They don't want anything. They want Ukraine to be a part of NATO. They want NATO expansionism, which don't
No,
rebuttal.
we're against it. We're both against that.
All right. Okay. That's what they want to continue. They want to keep Russia's money. They want to keep Russia's oil. Do you think that fucking Russia's going to let that happen?
Keep Russia's oil.
Yeah, their natural gas that they've stopped selling to Ukraine and Europe because Chevron is selling it. That's the natural oil that belongs to them, and the natural gas that Ukraine and the West stopped when all this shit started just before the Maidan massacre that was conducted by the West.
All right, now hold on here.
Now you know none of that's going to happen.
Just a minute.
Okay,
Where's this natural gas at?
the natural gas is a pipeline that went through Russia to Ukraine. Okay, that is Russia's natural pipeline.
Oh, I see.
And that's what I'm saying. Okay,
Well, I didn't know that.
Okay, well, that's the major part of this fucking war. That's like me telling you, look,
So wait a second. So Putin was selling them natural gas?
the natural gas pipeline is a part of one of the big reasons why this war is happening. Like I said months ago on this show, one of the reasons why this war started is because the West stopped trade between Russia and Ukraine. Okay, the whole reason why the United States of Corporations created NATO was to keep Russia out, Germany down, and America in.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
I'm
know
sick
that.
and tired of, okay, the Europeans, okay, are a part of this, but also the United States of Corporations who created NATO have a vast interest because they don't want, at least the last few administrations didn't want Russia from getting that oil, which is theirs, and that natural gas pipeline. Look, Ukraine and Russia was getting along fine. Once you stop trade, this is what happens.
Where's the oil at?
The natural gas pipeline starts in Russia and it goes through Ukraine, and they stop that flow.
I understand that. Where's the oil at?
What do you mean? The oil is there's oil in Ukraine, there's oil in Russia.
Okay, so what's the problem with that?
Natural. What do you mean? The problem is, you're not listening. The problem is, okay, America went over there along with the corporations to stop this, to stop the trade between Russia and Ukraine, okay? What would happen if Russia went over to Mexico and stopped trade between Mexico and
the
Russia?
question. I'm asking you where the oil is. And
The oil is in Russia. There's a pipeline that goes, okay, a natural pipeline.
You said it was gas.
Well, it's natural gas. I'm sorry, it's natural gas.
Where's
but
the
it's
oil
the same.
at?
But there's resources there. But I'm talking about the natural gas.
Okay.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Wait a second now.
They
Does this
shut
gas-
off the pipeline.
Does this gas come from Crimea?
This gas does not come from Crimea.
Okay.
But if it does come from Crimea, Crimea has been a part of Russia for 200 years. But the point I'm trying to make is this, okay? You don't understand what's going on. What the fuck you think would happen if Russia went over into Mexico and overthrew the Mexican government and now put in charge a government that was controlled by Moscow, and now there was no trade between Mexico and the United States, and they started building military bases on their border? There would be a war with Mexico within 24 hours. That's exactly what happened between Russia and Ukraine. This war was instigated by the West. Okay, like I said before, you got to ask yourself the important question. It's the same talking points we keep talking about. I wanted to talk about something different,
Yes,
but let me finish what I'm saying. Okay, before this all started, Russia and Ukraine had great trade. Okay, they were selling oil. They were selling natural gas to Russia. Sells oil and natural gas. Their oil they have in Russia. They have tons of oil and natural gas. They sell it to Ukraine and Europe.
Okay.
Now, once this war started, all that stopped. Who do you think was selling all that oil? Chevron.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a problem.
Well,
That's a big problem.
that's what happened when the war started, right?
That's one of the things that happened
But
when the war
Russia-
started, besides
Russia
overthrowing their
invaded.
government.
Russia
What's that?
invaded, though.
Well, no, this is before they invaded, okay?
Well, you didn't
This
tell me
is
that
before.
part. You just said when the war started.
Okay, this is before, all right?
All right, well, you're not making sense.
Okay, well, I'm trying to make sense because this stuff has been going on since 2007, 2008. This isn't something that just started 2 years ago. Okay, this war has been going on. They've been fighting in the Donbass for years. They've been fighting between each other, and the West made it worse. Okay, you're not going to get Russia to leave that buffer. if NATO.
You said 2006 it started?
I mean, well, America moving missiles into Eastern Europe.
Oh, okay.
NATO expansionism is the beginning of all this.
Well, there shouldn't be any NATO.
2014, that's when this all started with the Maidan massacre. Then they stopped the trade and all that. I'm just saying.
When they took the Crimea Peninsula.
Crimea, right around that time. But what I'm saying is, anytime you take a country's money, there's going to be problems. So, like I said, Ukraine's offer is ridiculous. Russia's not going to go for that offer. No way.
What was the offer?
The offer was, look, you get the fuck out of Ukraine, okay? We shut your pipeline down, and we keep the money. We keep the money, and NATO can expand, and we want NATO membership.
Well, that's not really an offer.
No, exactly. So, like I said, this will continue.
But Russia took Crimea.
Crimea's been a part of Russia for 200 years.
So you're okay with that, then?
Yes, I'm okay with Crimea.
So then we should be given we should give our lands back to Mexico.
We
like
should.
California,
Why not?
Arizona, New Mexico,
Why
and
not?
Texas.
You can give California back. I don't think anybody in this
California is like the fourth biggest
I get
economy in the world.
But that could happen.
Well, that's
because
stupid.
California can become independent, Texas can become independent. Then someday America could be fighting over Texas the way Russia's fighting over Ukraine. This was all done by a bunch of globalists who want to bring down Russia from within, the same way they did Iraq, the same way they did Syria, the same way. This is just a part of globalism. This is what they want.
Russia. Well, saying that Russia had the Crimea for over 200 years.
Yes,
that's just.
It
that
is
doesn't hold water.
Crimea. Okay,
doesn't-
Russia.
I mean, come on.
Russia's had
Let's give the land back to the Native Americans. Why not?
Christ.
That was theirs for a long time.
I agree. We should. We should.
Well,
we should. And you know what? We should also give all of the Middle East to Israel, too, because, they're the chosen people.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, let's go over there.
Yeah, okay.
Let's move on.
Okay. Well, no. What I'm saying is, there's some people that like to call Putin a villain, but, Netanyahu's a hero.
Oh, no.
Well, there's
he's a villain. He's the real villain. But I mean,
that.
I don't want to say that Putin is a villain. What I'm saying is, whenever he's around, Trump just seems to cower. I don't understand it. He doesn't do that with any other world leader.
It's so funny.
None.
It's so funny that
it's weird.
It's so funny that people say that, but then because I hear people on the other side say, "Oh man, look at that! It's just the opposite." I don't look. They're going to look. Everybody's putting a spin on this. I look at it this way: there's no agreement yet, and there's about 25 days. I guess the ball's in Ukraine's court. I don't know whether or not they're going to sign this. I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't know. So then this war will continue because it hasn't stopped.
Because and it's disgusting, and people are dying, and it's for what?
For what? Because
for oil and
somebody's making money.
It's just ridiculous.
That's what it's about.
Oh,
and
no, absolutely. I agree.
And that's what the globalists want. They want this war to continue so they can launder more money into Ukraine.
Yeah.
And most of that money isn't going there. It's going back into other people's accounts.
So
people like John Bolton, who's probably got a...
Oh, he's filthy rich.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
And you know what?
It's just never enough for these guys either.
They're in jail.
That just drives me nuts. So anyway, okay, so going back to the Middle East now. Netanyahu and their government, the Israeli government, not the people that live there, the government wants to take over Gaza.
I think they already have.
Well, I do too, but they're making it official.
And you know what? You're not even hearing about that now. Last week, I haven't heard much about the Middle East.
I did.
But which is even scarier.
It wasn't that much though. I mean, it was very little. But now they're taking the steps to actually annex it and the whole shot, and they're just going to get rid of those people that are there. There was a lot of stuff about people. Scientists are saying that famine is in Palestine.
Yeah.
And
disease.
Famine, disease, the whole shot. And Netanyahu and their government are saying that no, that's not happening. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting.
We're going to listen to them,
and sad.
right?
No, I'm not. But
right.
I mean, it's just so bad.
I know it's bad. It's
the man
bad.
is evil.
And war sucks. And and it's as Smedley Butler said, war is a racket.
Oh yeah,
it's profit. And they don't give a shit about the Palestinians. They really don't.
No, they don't. They do not.
And I don't see. It seems like the world is turning on them, but nobody's doing anything to stop it, are they?
No. Well, let's see. Iran was the closest to it,
And
but they weren't really defending the Palestinians.
no,
They just don't like Israel. I mean, it's
but they
sickening.
This whole thing is just, I don't know when it's going to stop. Probably won't. And like I said, I pay attention, and I haven't heard much, which worries me, because that means now you're not paying attention to it. It's on the back burner.
Right.
That's even worse.
So, I saw something interesting. Hebrew. So the word Hebrew means, I mean, I went and looked this up and everything. The actual word Hebrew means one from the other side. Okay.
Oh, okay. Is that like, are they from Antarctica?
No, that's not
the
that
ice
far.
wall?
Not that far. No,
Are they from the other side of the ice wall?
Other side of the Euphrates. The Canaanites
Okay. Yeah.
called Abraham that.
Gotcha.
Right. So, and no descendants of
Zionist or
no descendants of Abraham have ever referred to themselves as Hebrews.
Really?
Right. It was just the Canaanites that said that. Oh, he's a Hebrew. That means from the other side of the river.
Right. So
So
they coined the phrase later.
that's one. And then you have the Israelis. Israelis were originally anyone that was born from Jacob. Jacob had that big thing, wrestling with the angel of God, and Israel actually means wrestles with God. So that's why his name was changed from Jacob to Israel.
Just like
So,
okay, real quick, just like Palestine is a Greek word, mean Palisti. Palisti means a fighter.
oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So then you have Jews. That word comes from the tribe of Judah. So
One of the 12 tribes.
right,
or-
one of the 12 tribes of Israel. So
And they weren't from Europe.
no. So the reason I even bring this up is because most people and most Christians combine all three of those to mean the same people, and it's not.
Right,
It
right.
just isn't. So they don't call themselves Hebrews. That's number one.
Right.
Number two is the Jews are just it sounds like a nickname for Judah. It's
Right,
just the first two letters of his name. And then the Israelites were actually from the tribe of Jacob. So none of this makes any sense.
Well, and remember we talked off camera about the Schofield Bible and how,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
how they changed the Bible in the late 1800s, early 1900s. I think it was the Rothschild money.
Yep.
They changed it so the Christians would basically support Zionism.
Right. So and the reason I bring that up, though, is,
But you bring up a good point. That's why I bring that up is because you're not taught that. So they
No.
want to lump them all together.
Right.
Kind of like LBGDQ, right? They want to lump.
LGBTQ.
Well, hold on. No, I'm trying to be serious. It's kind of funny.
I know,
but I'm
but
trying
you,
to,
you
hold
said
on.
it wrong. That's
LBG.
LGBTQ.
ABCXYZ elemental P. Okay, LBGDQ. No, wait, I did say
Right.
LBGDQ. I did. Maybe it's the way I pronounced it. No, I
Okay.
did say it that way.
Okay, I'm sorry
hold on. Yeah, you should be, damn it,
I know,
Senator,
I
and you're
know.
out of time.
You know what? I feel bad.
I've paid for this microphone, damn it. I'm the Governor Ventura. Sit down or I'd arrest you. I'm an independent. Okay, as I was saying, they want to lump all them together,
Right.
and you well know that, a lot of gay people or
Oh,
people
yeah,
that-
they're all
that-
lumped together.
Well,
too,
yeah, I know, and they're not all on the same page, right?
Right.
I know some that are don't confuse me for somebody who doesn't know what gender they are. you know?
Right. Oh, yeah.
And that's what they do. And that's my point
Yeah.
is they're trying to lump in all those people together.
Right.
And there's differences.
There's huge differences.
Sure. Get you.
But anyways, so
Point taken.
okay, so basically the Israelites don't. Everybody that makes them Israelites now is because they were born there.
Right.
That's the only reason they're called that now. Because those people, I don't know what happened to those people. The original line.
They're probably dead.
Well, I'm
They're
saying
probably
is,
no more original line from
right.
Abraham.
That's what I'm saying.
the closest like I said, the closest Semitic people would be Arabs.
Right. So just so that the Christian right though is where
They
I'm
have no
going.
idea
That's where I'm
what
going. These are the big Zionists, the ones that are they're
All of a sudden, we're not going to stop. All of a sudden, we're going to stop screaming at each other because we're going to agree a lot about
I
this.
know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's true. Paula White, that's in the White House. What is that? Okay, so now she is a white evangelical woman who has been married 3 times. Right now,
wait a minute.
yeah, right now she's married to
she's
Jonathan
Catholic.
Cain. You know who Jonathan Cain is?
Who's
He is the
Jonathan
keyboard
Cain?
player from Journey.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. They are married. That is her 3rd husband.
Oh shit.
Apparently, he was.
So they have cocaine.
They
in
had
their
an
diet.
affair while he was still married,
Oh, okay.
and she may have been married. I can't remember. now,
That's a
but
Christian
I don't
thing
know.
to do.
Oh, I know it's horrible. So, anyways, I mean, she's in the White House. You've got all these pastors that come in there and visit with President Trump. I mean, this is insane because he and the people that are beholden to AIPAC are going. They're doing what these
of course.
evangelicals want. Now,
You got
Paula
to do
White,
what they told you. Dun, dun, you got to do what they told you.
right? So Paula White has her own office in the White House. Now, can you imagine if, like, I don't know, Clinton had let like the Hindu priest have his own office in the White House?
They would go.
You
they would
cannot
go.
be
I
doing
know,
this
I
crap.
know.
This is insane.
Look,
We're supposed to be a melting pot and have all religions.
You're right. I get it. It's freedom of religion.
Right.
I don't have a problem with
We
that.
should have freedom from religion.
or either way. But this is a Christian nation. I get it.
It's not
And
a Christian
Well, I mean,
No, it's not. It's not supposed to
mostly.
be.
Well, okay, all right. Now, which leads to my other thing I wanted to talk about before you rudely interrupt me and I forgot what I wanted to say about Israel. I think I told you Israel is one of the only countries in the world where if you were born in Israel and you're not a Jew, you don't have citizenship. Can you imagine if
if
the Christians did that here?
Right,
I don't agree with that.
I
not
don't
at
either.
all. And Israel is kind of a theocracy, but it isn't. It's Zionism runs it. But they use religion as a ploy, kind of like Saddam Hussein did to control to control the masses. He was very secular.
Yep.
That's what Israel's like. Okay, but to go on what I was saying is I don't want, Mosaic law in the United States.
Right.
We do have, the Constitution. I believe in separation of church and state, but I'm okay with saying Merry Christmas too.
Right. No, well,
Okay.
that stuff's stupid
Well,
anyway.
Yeah, I know,
Who
but I just want to
cares?
clear myself. It is the majority of the people in this country are Christian. It doesn't mean now you got to stone your neighbor to death because he's not honoring the Sabbath day, which is something the Old Testament, and the Talmud is crazy. That's a lot of the radical Jews believe in the Talmud, right?
Right.
You got to kill the neighbor who don't believe that he's not praying on Sunday or whatever. Some of the things they believe is very radical. And I don't like the theocracy. I want America to be the way it is, separation of church and state. But this is tricky. Okay,
It's not tricky.
Well, hold on. Because I don't want people to think I'm far that way or far that way. I want to have common sense, right? Mm-hmm. Like I said, I do believe in separation of church and state, but I believe in Merry Christmas too, if that's what you want. It doesn't bug me.
Right.
But what I wanted to say, the majority of the people in this country are Christian, okay? And I get it. You can't go over into Saudi Arabia and build a church.
No.
And what the Netanyahu crew wants to do is get rid of Christianity and Muslim and Islam.
Yes.
And that's what scares me about them. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny and it's a contradiction, like you said, that these far-right evangelical Christians that support Israel, do you know that they want to get rid of the teachings of Jesus?
Yeah.
So you're giving all that money to a group of people who despise Christians.
Yeah, it's just the whole. I just want AIPAC to go away. We need that to go away. We need political reform so badly. But anyways, what I was getting at too, though, is we're gonna have to take a break.
He's got to talk to Netanyahu. So we're back from our 2-second break.
2-second break.
Did you wash your hands? Good.
So yeah. So what I wanted to say was that this notion that we're a Christian nation, most people here are Christians.
They are.
That doesn't make us a Christian nation.
Well,
because no, hold on.
The founding fathers are deimists. I know that. You know what a deimist is, right?
No.
Okay, a deimist does believe in God, but there's differences between deists and the modern day Christians. I don't want to get this wrong. They believe in God, but they don't believe that God plays a part in every day of our life. I don't want to offend people.
Oh, okay.
But there are deists. They do believe the founding fathers
exist.
believe that there. I know Thomas Paine, I think, was probably one of the only atheists. I think it was Thomas Paine was didn't believe in God. But yeah, I mean George Washington did pray. He prayed to God.
Oh, sure.
It is a Christian nation, but not, like I said, the majority of the people. But look, you have a right to believe anything you want.
Absolutely.
You have a right to practice whatever religion
what I was
you want.
getting at, though.
Okay, that's how I feel.
Yes, you should be able to do that.
And
what I was getting at, though, is that the founding fathers, they separated it so much. There's no mention of God in the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution until the end, where it says the year of our Lord, 1770 or whatever, 6 or whatever it was.
True, because they didn't want to become like England.
Right.
I get it.
I mean, I just don't understand why Paula White has an office in there. Wait, yes, I do understand why. Because they gave Trump a whole bunch of money. So Trump said, okay, yeah, come on in. I don't care. And the notion that he's a Christian?
Is that called lobbyist?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a very strong lobby.
Oh, lobby. Oh, okay. Nobody no politician on either side talks about getting rid of lobbyists. Isn't that something?
We need to get rid of them.
Oh, well, you talk about reform. Let's start with that.
Good riddance.
Yes, lobbyists are bad.
Which is what AIPAC is. That's a lobby.
And it's a foreign entity, which is even worse.
Right.
Because that's treasonous.
Right. So I don't understand that. How come Canada doesn't have a lobby here? Mexico, Russia. Anybody.
I think they do, but it's not as powerful as AIPAC.
Well,
AIPAC is consuming all the money, and they got all our politicians on Epstein Island.
Oh my God,
the island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah. So I mean, not to pick on regular Christians who believe in Christ and everything. Don't get me wrong.
Look,
I believe in Christ myself. So I mean, I'm not picking on them. I'm picking on the far right Christians, the Christian nationalists. They're nuts.
Religious fundamentalism could be toxic.
Right.
It could be bad. I mean,
if
you like to live in a theocracy, go to Saudi Arabia, see how that is. Go to Israel.
Religious
That's a theocracy.
Religious freedom as long as it's my religion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, religion could be very primitive to your own, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Everybody else's religion is primitive, right? To your own.
Yeah.
And I used to, and this is how crazy. It's just so funny. I was going to bring this up anyways, and it's the perfect time to bring this up right now.
Okay.
Before you interrupt me again, and I shut the lights off and beat the shit out of you. Okay.
Again.
Okay. Spousal abuse, damn it. So I dated a Catholic youth minister. God, she was.
What was his name?
I said Catholic youth minister, not priest. Okay. All right.
Anyways,
okay. Like I said, I dated a Catholic. God, she was gorgeous. I just wish she wasn't so religious. I'd have married her. She was beautiful.
Don't get gross. I'm serious.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting gross, dude. Just
all right.
listen to what I'm saying. You look at
Okay.
my phone if you want to see gross.
No.
Okay, then. Shut up. Let me finish before Roddy Piper enters the
Again.
segue. Okay.
Right.
I dated her, and this is how crazy, people's beliefs can be.
Yes.
Now, of course, we dated, so we had sex. So she was like, "Oh wow, you're not circumcised. Yeah, it felt good, huh?" She goes, "Well, look, you're not getting into heaven." I said, "What do you mean I'm not getting into heaven?
No,
Because
you're
you're
not.
not circumcised."
That's right.
So St. Peter is going to sit out in front of the pearly gates and tell everybody to, all the men to drop their pants, look to the left, and cough. Oh, and by the way, you're not circumcised. You can't get into heaven. She actually believed this.
Yes, but
That's the kind of ridiculousness.
let me ask you this. So you guys were not married.
Well, I
So
know,
that
I
premarital
know.
sex
Yeah,
was okay.
well, no, she would, be guilty every time we had sex. She'd go.
So she'd have
Hail
to,
Mary,
she'd
Hail
have to do with
When she was, like
what's
I
that called?
said,
The
gorgeous,
rosary.
gorgeous girl. I probably would have married her if she wasn't that much into religion, because I'm not. But nevertheless, like you were saying, it could be a problem.
The
because
hypocrisy.
people's belief in hypocrisy. I didn't even mention that.
My goodness.
But my whole point of that matter is, come on, you actually believe all the atrocities committed by man, and I can't get into heaven because I'm not circumcised.
Yeah.
It's all about my foreskin.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Or the.
So no Greek is going to heaven.
No.
Well, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
Well, no, wait a second. They got Orthodox Greeks.
I
They're
know.
gonna go.
I know that the religions hasn't changed in 2,000 years.
Nope. And
it's traditional.
And to be honest with you, it's one of the better ones. I think.
My mom would love you right now and feed you baklava.
Well, it's just, I like baklava.
It's look, if anything, Orthodox means tradition. And that's what the Greek church has been the same for 2,000 years. It hasn't changed because Greeks are that stubborn.
But and to be honest with you, some of the stuff that Greeks do are kind of silly.
Oh, of course.
I mean, with the religion part, because I went to
what isn't?
I was at a Greek. Oh no, I don't. Absolutely, they all do silly things. But this
was
the
Catholics eat a Tostitos. It looks like.
I know. Yeah,
I thought it was a chip when I first was a kid.
That's a poker chip.
I want one of those though. You can't have it. You're Greek and you're not circumcised.
And you're not Catholic. Yeah, right. But what they do at I shot a Greek wedding, and they do everything 3 times. Yeah. And I was like, why do you do things every 3 times?
Obsessive compulsive.
You think that, but no. The reason is the Holy Trinity. They have to say it once for
Father,
Jesus,
Son, Holy Spirit.
Right, and I was like, oh, they can't hear you at the same time.
Right, they can't. I tell you, they're on the other side of the ice wall in the Arctic.
Right. Oh yeah, bring that up. Here we go. We're going to the Arctic now. The Antarctic.
It's getting cold. Damn it. Turn up the heat.
Now I told him off camera, what was it, last night, that Metallica played there because they wanted to play on each continent, and that was the only one they didn't play on.
And
they played in front of the scientists and the researchers. I
was going to say the only that showed up were penguins and.
I think it was only like 200 people.
That was. It's freezing apparently.
Yeah.
But Antarctica is very interesting.
There's
I've been
ice
reading.
there.
God, there's so much stuff about. My God, you should read and research some of this stuff. I mean, it's interesting. You probably think, oh, it's silly. That's not true.
No.
But a lot of people believe that there's some crazy things behind the ice wall.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't know. What do
that's
we know?
for the. You know what? I'm going to research that, and the way I'm going to research that is I'm going to go on Coast to Coast AM.
Oh, there you go.
And ask them.
I'll tell you what. If you're an insomniac,
oh, that's great.
It is a great show.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
George Norrie. He's a local guy too. He's from Dearborn.
From Dearborn. He's Lebanese.
No, he's half Lebanese, half Turkish.
That's what it is.
So, but he is
what a great
guy.
show though. It's just fun. It is just fun.
And but I mean, you never know. I mean, come on, look at all the stuff we've been taught, man. All the lies that, and then you get older, you realize, well, this ain't true.
Right.
The civilization is older than 10,000 years old.
So going back to Antarctica, they actually age the Earth by getting ice. How old the ice is. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah, I know, it's really cool. What they do is they take a tube and they stick it down there and they cut it out so they have a tube of ice, and at the very bottom that would be the oldest part, and they age that.
That's crazy.
They do something to age it and then figure out how old.
So
it's pretty cool.
So we know a mutual person. We have a mutual friend, Dan. You know Dan, right? Dan, mechanic.
Oh yes.
Okay, his dad.
Worked
for Raytheon.
Raytheon was the
who also was based out of Antarctica. And I said, "Hey, Dan, would your dad ever talk about?" Nope, not at all. Nope. He wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't say. So, who knows?
Raytheon, I mean, they make missiles, don't they?
They're definitely military-industrial complex.
Yes.
Raytheon, Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin, right?
Halliburton was.
They're all out of San Diego.
All military-industrial complex,
which is interesting.
Well, what's interesting about this is there is something significant going on in Antarctica. When you have every major player on this planet that has set up shop there from some type of
research
or whatever they're doing, it is very interesting. And if you research it, the flat Earth people really have a hell of an imagination. I don't know what to believe anymore, but they believe. Just listen to what they say. You really have to be on hashish to believe some of this stuff. I don't know. They say that the Earth is flat. It's even hard to explain. So then basically you don't go up, you go out, and you can't because they believe that there's a dome around you.
Yeah, they're cuckoo.
But it's interesting. When you look at the sky, they say that's water.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Can you explain what they're trying to?
No,
I don't want to fuck it up.
Oh, I can't explain that. They're just nuts.
But it's just interesting.
That doesn't make any sense.
What does make sense though? That we live on a planet that's round and nobody falls out.
Well,
That's crazy too.
well,
It's all crazy.
yes, but we have Neil Tyson deGrasse. Is that his name? Very smart individual, a scientist.
Yes.
He could
yes.
actually explain that.
But
So-
I mean, there's a little.
He can't explain the flat Earth people.
There's a little truth to everything. I've come to the realization, and this is why we're kind of more in the middle, because the truth is usually here, not here, not here.
Right.
I mean, I could be wrong,
No.
but it's interesting. Go home.
It is
You know what?
interesting,
I-
but-
I would really like to have a show to bring somebody in here who can really. I know Rick is really into that.
The flat Earth?
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean,
Really?
Yeah. Rick.
Rick.
Rick, I think, came from the other side of the ice
He
wall.
came
I
from the
don't know.
flat Earth.
He came from the other side of the ice wall.
He's a Hebrew.
Yeah, like I said, that's where they're from. That's what I said. They're from the other side of the ice wall. I said that earlier. But so it's interesting, Dean. I would love to get somebody. Is there anybody out there?
Please.
Please, if you email me, I
actually-
don't care. We'll call on the phone. We'll get you.
No, comment in the comments.
Oh, not only comment, but you can come in here and tell us. I want to hear.
Comment in the comments. Tell us what you want to talk about. I don't care what it is. Any
no,
topic, just come on in.
I
would love to have some people here.
Listen, I'm specific about this. I'm talking about the flat Earth theory.
Yeah, you're being specific, but I'm just saying, anything.
You come in here with your flat Earth theory, explain it to us, and tell us we're crazy and we're stupid, and make us look stupid. I want to hear more about. But not only that, I want to know about the dome, and I want to know more about the ice wall. If you're a guru of that, contact us. I don't care if you got to go to the other side to contact us. Please contact us, because I think it's very interesting, and I'll give anybody a soapbox.
Right. The same thing with the Christian nationalists. Any type of right-wing
that-
Christians, please come on in here.
for that-
I would love to talk to you.
For that one, I'll be on the other side of the wall, as Governor Ventura would say.
Well, I just don't understand, their way of thinking. I would like to understand it better, but
I'd rather have the flat Earth theory here, and maybe we
well,
can all get high together.
that'd be fun
Yeah,
too.
I know.
Don't tell me. I'm not saying let's
I
not
know,
do
I
that.
know,
I'm saying.
I know.
I
But
just
I'm
say
saying-
any type of topic
Right.
though. Anybody, come on in.
Right, I know.
Let's have you. Let's do
yeah,
it. Let's
but,
talk about it.
But like I said, we need to find more people that are like I said, we know Rick, and he's really into that.
Right.
Sometimes he's busy, he can't come in. But like I said, if you know more about this, I just think it's intriguing. I think it's
Oh, yeah,
interesting.
it's very
I'm
interesting.
open-minded. I'm really not closed-minded. I don't. Like I said, I think there's a little truth to everything. The notion of there is another side of the ice wall that just intrigues me.
Oh, that's interesting.
With more
yes.
land.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even if there's nothing there.
That may be where
At-
Godzilla and King Kong are.
I don't know. Jurassic Park or Babalo Island. I don't know.
Pablo
Or Coney Island. No, but you know that even they've discovered even in Antarctica that there's fossils and people that have been there for centuries in pyramids.
Sure.
So maybe there's a little truth to this.
Maybe not.
We don't know. 20,000 years ago. How do we know there wasn't?
Well, I know
Who
that.
knows? A whole civilization there.
I know that the Earth's not flat. I know that. And I'll tell you why.
Well, I know. I've boarded a plane. I've gone 30,000. But you got to ask yourself a question, okay?
Well, hold on.
And I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Well, let me
okay?
tell. Okay, before your question,
I'm
let me
going to
tell
turn
you.
into the devil pretty
I
soon.
want you to know why I think that the Earth is round. Okay? So when I was in the Navy, my job, I was a lookout, basically. I was a lookout. I talked in Morse code on a flashing light, and I identified other ships. I spoke in semaphore.
That's the way we used to find hookers in Ecorse. Go ahead.
Archaic ways of communication, which they don't even use anymore. But anyways, we had what was called the big eyes. So and they were huge binoculars. They had its own stand and everything. And when you looked through there on a clear day, you could see about 12 miles away, but it had to be clear. Now, here's the fun. This is how I know the Earth is round, because when I looked through those big eyes, I would see, this would be the water line. I would see the smokestacks of ships, and you could see the curvature.
Okay, well then.
So that's how I know.
Well, Dean, anybody that's boarded a plane, and I've gone to Greece 5 times, gone to Florida. When you go 30,000 miles in the air, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
Oh, can you?
Yes, yes. Yes.
I went to Europe, but it was at night.
Well, you were on a boat too.
No.
You
We went
boarded
on a plane. We
Okay.
went on a plane.
Well,
I never went to Europe on a boat.
whether you've gone from
really
here
made me mad.
whether you've gone from here to Florida or here to New York, you travel at least 25,000 miles in the air.
Mm-hmm.
On average, I think it's 30,000. So you're going to see the curvature of the Earth.
Oh, you know what? I never paid attention.
I paid attention.
Oh, I'm
to
sorry. You know why? Because I'm always on a frickin' wing. I am.
But they're trying to say that is a optical illusion. Now, like I said, that's what they say. Okay, now I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now in Alaska, planes can only fly 12,000 feet. Why? Their theory is because of the dome. In Antarctica, they can only fly 8,000 feet. It's because of the dome. Now, I want somebody to explain this to me. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm saying I don't.
No, that's fine.
But it's interesting, and this is George Norrie stuff,
right.
And this stuff does intrigue me. And like I said, I'm gonna next few weeks I'm gonna find somebody to come in here and we can debate. And
I hope
talk
so.
This all night because
it's
so intriguing. To me.
That's fun.
Even knowing that there's an ice wall, which I knew, but on the other side there's land.
Okay.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If that's the case,
and who knows?
We don't know.
20,000 years ago, there was probably people there.
People there. Yeah, maybe. I have no idea. 20,000 years ago, I wasn't even a gleam in anyone's eye.
I think right. If you were alive, then you actually look good for 20,000 years.
Thank you.
But nevertheless, I mean, that's our topic of the day is the
yes. I like that stuff too.
It's interesting, and
it is.
And
whether you believe it or not, it's still interesting.
Well, yeah, and there's a whole bunch of people who believe the flat Earth theory, and there's a whole bunch of people that believe that aliens are on this planet. They're interdimensional.
Yep.
And they're on the other side.
What was that movie? Buckaroo Banzai. Remember that movie?
No. Does it talk about
The Adventures of Buckaroo?
No.
Yeah. They were aliens.
Time warps or
not time warps, but they could travel from this dimension to the fifth.
Okay. Oh, cool.
It was really cool.
Like
was
a
a silly
Stargate,
movie.
like a Stargate.
Sort of. Only the aliens could do it, and they had to have something to do it with. But it was funny. It was a silly movie.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we go from Netanyahu gone viral to possible
aliens,
interdimensional aliens that live on the other side of the ice wall in Antarctica.
So I was talking to you before we started here when we were coming in. I wanted to bring this up. Now I forgot the guy's name. Tim Dillon, I think was his name.
Yes, you said
Tim Dillon. He's a far right.
He's not a neocon.
Podcaster. I don't know what he is.
Okay.
I just saw a small clip of it. Basically, what he was saying, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because you would know this stuff because you've been following that guy for a long time.
Alex Jones.
That's right. So what he was saying is, with the way Trump is putting the Marines in L.A. and the National Guard in
martial
L.A.
law,
and where he's got the National Guard in D.C. now, even though there wasn't really a spike in crime there at the time.
Setting up for a police state.
Right. And he said...
That's what the globalists wanted, too.
And he says this. He goes, this is the stuff that Alex Jones has been predicting for 20 years.
He's right. He's right.
It's just insane to me that the voice of reason is Alex Jones in this. Now, the interesting part about him putting the National Guard in there and trying to create this police state is that all of us should
I'm so glad you brought this up. Go
all
ahead.
of us should be freaking terrified now.
Yes.
All of us. And that means the MAGA people.
Yes.
That means the people on the far left.
Right. Everybody.
Whatever. Everybody. Every American should be terrified.
Posse Comitatus Act of 1878 prohibits the military from domestically policing the American people. It's a part of the Constitution. And you're right. I've been listening to Alex Jones almost 20 years, and he in 2000, you guys can look it up right now, he had a video called Police State 2000, and he shows how that the globalists want to turn America into a psycho-fascist police state, martial law, rule of law, suspend the Constitution. And this is exactly what this guy is saying, which I've talked about, and I got into a fight with somebody off air about this, saying, look, man, this is scary. Okay, I don't have a problem with the governor of California, who's a piece of crap, Gavin Newsom, sending in the National Guard, but I do have a problem with the military, the federal military coming in, which is totally against the Constitution. And now people are, oh no, there's loopholes to everything, right? But if Obama would have did this, if Bush would have did this,
right? Yeah, it doesn't matter
everybody
who.
would have went crazy,
Nuts.
But now Trump has that power, where I mean, he's like I said, he can't do no right for you. But for other people, he can't do no wrong, which is just as scary, if not scarier.
Well, you know what? Let me take that back. It's not that he can't do any right. I mean, him talking. Okay, so there was a war in Ethiopia against Rwanda. He had those people the two leaders. He had them in the White House, and he had them sign something. Unfortunately, they went back to their countries and just continued the war.
So he tried his best.
He tried. He's at least trying.
Yes.
I mean, I'll give him that.
Right,
He's not.
yes. And that's what I said earlier.
I don't
Dean.
like him. Everybody knows I don't like him. But I will give him credit where credit is due. And he does not want wars and stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that.
Okay.
But I mean, this is so wrong.
And
now they're going to arm the National Guard.
And that's what scares me. And you said it too a few weeks ago. Is the military is trained to kill.
Yeah, that's all they do. That's what their job is.
But then again, I mean, the federal government did a great job militarizing the police department.
Oh, yeah, that's
the police
true.
department became kind of a paramilitary
Yeah.
because they're trained to kill.
Yep.
So I guess you could say we've been a kind of police state. To me,
Yeah.
when I go to Greece and I come back here, I see that the Greek people have more rights than we do. And I'll tell you why. Because at one time, I haven't been to Greece since 99. It's probably changed. Okay, I'm sure it has.
That's a long time.
But nevertheless, when we used to go to Greece in the 80s
26
and
years?
90s, you never got pulled over for going 2 miles an hour. Never.
Yeah.
They were more lenient. It seemed like the government was scared of the people there. Here, we're scared of authority. But it's been like that for years.
Yep. No,
And they've
you're right.
set us up for years. And this is way before Trump. But what a perfect guy to bring in martial law.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Oh,
He
yeah.
is a perfect guy to
he's-
bring in martial because everybody worships him.
Yeah, well,
He can't do no wrong. Well,
not
there's some,
everybody.
but then,
But
one side's not going to the left. No, they're not going to listen to the left because
Right.
the left is just as stupid. That's my problem with the left. If Obama was doing it, no problem. See, this is why.
See, I
you
would still
should-
have a problem.
Well,
you
you
should
would.
still have a problem with that.
You would,
Yes.
but not the left.
Not the left. Not the ones that worship him. Yeah, I get that.
And they were okay when Obama continued the endless wars. They were okay with the banker bailout. Obama continued. You talk about how they slapped the bankers on the wrist.
I don't even think he did that.
They were they were okay with the
You
national.
guys, he wagged his finger. You guys stop it now.
They were okay. So we killed a few people. They were okay with the National Defense Authorization Act, with the continuous, with the Patriot Act. They were okay
Right.
with all that.
Right.
But you were complaining when Bush did it. That's my problem when you become too loyal to these parties.
Right. No, these parties are
This
both
wing,
bad.
the left wing, the right wing is the same bird.
We need political reform so badly.
The left wing and the right wing is still the same bird.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, you're right.
And though we touched on something. I'm so glad you brought that up. Great job.
Thank you.
Because that is something I you are so right about, and this is why I have a problem when we don't do a show every week.
Yeah, I know.
Because this
When
is what I
stuff
wanted
gets
to
lost.
talk about last week.
Yeah.
And because I was arguing with a friend who's like so pro-Trump, right? He thinks he pisses lightning and craps thunder. I said,
Just like Rocky.
Right. You're gonna piss lightning and crap thunder. I'm not a bum, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, here-
But like I said, before I go into impersonation and put people to sleep.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I told him I have a problem with him sending the military. I don't care where it's at. Because then what next? What are they going to suspend the Constitution? And
they are.
And his whole, he explained it. Oh well, he's doing it because he's going after the deep state by declaring martial law. Well, he hasn't declared martial law,
Not yet.
but well, yeah, it is scary.
It's a step.
And I don't like where that's going.
I don't either. Okay, a couple of trivia questions. What was Rocky's dog's name?
Yeah, I can't remember. Mick, I have no idea.
Seriously, you don't remember?
can't remember.
His dog's name was Buttkiss.
Yeah, Buttkiss. Hey, Buttkiss.
Do you remember the names of his turtles? He had 2 turtles.
Yeah, 2 turtles. I can't remember what their names are. No.
Cuff and Link.
Yeah.
Just stupid trivia. Yeah. Okay, so we were talking about that. I just, this is so bad. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not even sure what we can do.
So he's.
I mean, what's Cindy's next?
Okay, but you have to understand now what happened under the Bush-Cheney crime syndicate, and always bring in that administration was so corrupted. And let me tell you what they did by changing the Constitution, by getting rid of the Patriot Act, of course, but through that they did the National Defense Authorization Act. The John Warner Authorization Act gave powers to the sitting president, to the executive branch over Congress and the Senate. So now somebody like Trump can come in
and do this,
declare martial law with one stroke of a pen.
Yep.
But the Republicans and the Democrats wanted to fight over taxes and high taxes. But when the people with the level head, like me and others, were screaming, "Hey, there's no difference between these two parties.
Yeah,
look at what they did." So Obama's just extended all that dictatorial power and put it into the hands of the executive branch. So now somebody like Trump. So you don't need before. In order to declare martial law, you would have to vote on it. There'd be checks and balances.
Right. Now
you don't have
have
that
to.
no more.
No.
Oh, it's a stroke of the pen.
So here's the problem I have. Like I said, what do we do about this? Well, we can vote them out. Okay, so we get rid of the Republicans. And who do we replace them with?
More
the corrupt
more
left.
the same shit.
It drives me nuts.
Right,
This vortex of doom. We need a third party, and we need a real third party, not one from Elon Musk. We need a real one.
And you know my theory on that. They're already planning. They're
well,
already grooming the guy as
I know
we speak. But you're totally right that we do need a third party because the two-party system sucks.
Yeah, no, it not just sucks.
Simple.
It's just they're on the same team.
They are, yes.
I mean, they'll argue and all that kind of crap, and maybe the schematics are a little skewed between the two of them, but they're on the same team.
Oh, of course. But then, like I said, this administration, from one week to another, I like it, then I don't. I like that they're going after people like John Bolton. It's a step in the right direction. I know you have a different opinion than that. Okay, but I know he's going after people that attacked him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem I have. They should be going after John Bolton because John Bolton's a crook and a piece of shit.
He's a criminal.
Not because he did me wrong.
But he did go against the president, and the executive branch has every right to go after.
Well, I understand that. What I'm saying
who's
though
withholding information and giving wrong information, which that's what they're going. But he hasn't been arrested yet. They're just investigating.
Right. So. But there are other politicians and other people that have done heinous things, and he's not doing anything.
No.
So that's my problem with it.
Why haven't they arrested Dick Cheney? He's a war criminal.
Oh my God!
And Lloyd Blankfein for Goldman Sachs and for what the banksters did in 2008, bankrupted all.
Right, and like I said, he just wagged his finger. You guys don't do that again.
That was Obama, by the way.
Don't do that again.
It wasn't Trump.
No, that was Obama.
That was
Absolutely.
Obama. So,
hey, man, I know who. I'm going to point the finger at the person who is wrong. I don't care what their affiliation is. Like I said, they're all criminals.
Right.
They're all bad. They don't. He had the power right then and there to correct this crap. And now, what do you think's going to happen? We're going to have another housing crisis. We're going to have another problem. It's going to be so stupid because we just keep doing this to ourselves over and over again.
Well, that's a part of the plan is to crash the system and create a whole new system. Right. We talked about that, and that's why.
Well, I'm fine with that.
That's that's why commodities and crypto have exploded. We're making the and I like I said, there's a little truth to everything. The Q people talk about they're changing this. I already knew they're changing the system. And they're going from the old fiat system to digital back.
That's going to happen. It will happen.
It's all going to be,
All right. Let's take a quick break.
Sure thing. Welcome back, everybody, to Two Deans and Nowhere.
I gotta stop.
I'm Governor Ventura. And by the way, what's that?
I gotta stop eating beans. I'm kidding.
I told you, wipe your hands, please. So now we're gonna have crypto news. So. Ethereum has just gone up 15% in the last 24 hours.
Wow.
It's almost reached its all-time high. So like I said before, you had to go pray to the porcelain god.
Again.
That, there's a reason why crypto's exploding. And like I said, this administration, man, it's like schizophrenic. 1 minute I don't like it, the next minute I like it. I do believe that he does want to make the economy good again. I really do, because he's got a big ego, right? He's a business guy. I get it. And we're seeing that transition right now. The petrodollar is on its way out, and they're going to.
Well, we'll see.
They're going to back the reserves with Bitcoin and crypto. It's very interesting. And like I said, Ethereum's almost at its all-time high. It's almost at 4,800. That's a good thing. It's probably going to go over 5,000. Maybe in 2-3 years, it could go to 10,000.
Oh.
And if you've seen, what's that?
Silver.
Oh, silver's almost at $40. I told you to buy it at a great time.
You did.
Silver's almost at 40. And you bought at 32, didn't you?
Yep.
Silver could possibly, within a year, go to about $60.
I'm hoping for more.
It possibly could. Some people think it's going to outperform gold in the next 3 to 5 years.
I don't know about that.
It could.
Gold is so high right now.
It's so high. But yeah,
gold's at 3,400.
I'm not. Look. I'm not saying it's going to go to 3,400. But what I'm saying, it could outperform it in the next few years. Gold just might kind of stabilize, and silver is going to really go higher than what it is. And that is, eat a dick, buddy. I don't want to talk about that crap.
I don't blame you.
That stock has been stifled.
Just tanking.
I've made more money in 3 years off of Bitcoin than most people have made off that stock in 20 freaking years.
Yeah. We're not going to tell you.
No,
what
we're
stock
not going to tell you because we don't want to waste our time talking about that.
Right, we're not going to.
We're talking about more important
But
things.
anyways.
Like John Bolton needs a makeover. He's got to get rid of that mustache.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like a rat died on his upper lip.
He should actually shave it off, take it home, and smoke it.
God, I could not stand that guy.
I know, right?
Who was he with?
I hope they arrest him. I really do.
Was he with the Bush administration?
He was with the Bush-Cheney crime syndicate.
Oh, okay.
He's a neocon.
Yeah. Oh, he's horrible. He's a horrible person is what he is.
He has links directly to Israel.
Oh, well,
he's a neocon.
Of course he does.
When you hear neocon, that means
John Bolton.
Yes, he's a servant of Israel. But for some good news, crypto's going back up.
There you go.
And silver.
Silver.
Yeah, and we said it on this show, damn it.
Hi-ho, silver.
Hi-ho, silver, over. So, yeah, we said it on this show that, look, silver was $32 an ounce when I told you to buy. Man, you've already made, how much money? You've already made some money off it. Huh?
Yeah, well, let's see.
You don't have to tell me.
That's seven. Right now, I made $80.
Okay, and I mean,
that's pretty good.
That's for him. It's good. He lives in a shoebox.
I don't. I don't do these things. I don't buy stocks. I don't.
Just don't tell your wife until you make about $5,000.
Oh yeah, then I let the cat out of the bag. Absolutely.
Right. So yeah, like we said, this administration is just so schizophrenic to me. Mm-mm. They do one thing, I'm like, yay, and then the next minute later, it's the same old shit.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully.
Well, we said it when he was elected.
Right.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Yeah, and like I said, I've been very fair with him, very fair, and I say it like it is. When he does good, I admit it. When he don't, I admit that too. Mm. I just don't like people that think he pisses lightning and craps thunder. Yeah. Then other people don't want to admit to anything, which is just as bad, if not worse. But we'll see what happens in the next week. Yeah. As the world
Zionist
turns.
The Zionist.
Netanyahu gone vile.
He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I mean, the first things he did was, very first things that he did was set himself up to make more money.
Trump?
Yeah, and I can't. It's not like other presidents haven't, but at least they were doing it behind a screen or something. I mean, he just blatantly, screw you people, I'm gonna make money. I just don't get it.
Oh, well, I mean, what's going to happen in a week now? Like I said, I think there's going to be.
You know, his approval rating is like at 36%. That's horrible.
Now, where'd you hear this poll?
CNN. I don't know. Hold
I'm
on.
asking, and I was right again.
I don't watch CNN.
Well, where'd you hear the poll? I'm just asking where you heard the poll.
It was what I do
Yeah,
is
go outside and climb a pole.
here. I just put in Trump approval rating and whatever. There's a whole bunch of them pop up.
I know. You got to watch out where, you don't want no far left lunatic telling you.
I don't want no
Those
far
are
left lunatic. I
I'm
don't
not
want no
saying
far
you
right
are.
one either.
Yeah, I'm not saying you are, but if you listen to one, you are what you eat.
What the hell's NateSilver.net?
It's your phone was listening to our conversation. The silver popped up.
No. It says it's got his approval rating, but it says it's NateSilver.net. I've never even heard of that.
Look. If you're into commodities,
RealClearPolling.com.
If you're a crypto guy, you're gonna like the Trump administration because they're really pushing it. But it's people like Peter Thiel that are really pushing it because Trump didn't believe in it 7 years ago. He said it was a scam.
Peter Thiel? He's a
Peter Thiel.
Isn't he an asshole?
Remember, well, we had Kaz talk about him months ago. He's also the guy that he's a part of big tech. He's pushing for crypto, and they're rich billionaires. What do you think?
This one's saying 40% approve.
Okay, yeah, depends on where you go.
I guess it
right?
depends on that's the Economist.
It depends on.
Let's see what Nate Silver says.
Okay, well, there we go. I got an update. Uphold. Wow, XRP 112.87%. Buy volume, XLM, Solana. Wow, those are the top sells right now.
Is that a crypto stuff?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crypto stuff for people that are investing in crypto. And
I don't buy
let me tell you
crypto. I don't buy stocks. I don't do anything. I bought silver. That's it.
And I think you're going to do good.
I think so, too.
Because silver is going to be really good.
And it's silver.
And it's silver. It's silver.
It's just silver.
Right. And it's good. Because, I've heard, you buy the rumor, sell the news. I think you got in at a great time.
Yeah.
I heard something about Russia using silver to back their ruble.
Really?
But that could drive our market, too. So I guess if Russia really wanted to fuck America, they could do that. I read this months ago. I don't know if that's going to happen, but you did the right thing. You bought the rumor.
They're searching his home. Bolton's home and office.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Live updates. FBI search. Home and office of ex-Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton. And he also needs a bad makeover. He's got to shave that stash.
He does.
Well, this is interesting. Like I said, John Bolton is a step in the right direction, but he hasn't been arrested yet. They're just searching his home. I think it has to do with he's got probably a lot of vital information there that they're going to confiscate. But he was a part of Russiagate, and what they can really get him on, and I wrote it down earlier.
Oh, look at you. All prepared.
Yeah, we're all prepared. I used to be more prepared. Yeah, well, he has classified information, like I said. He's given the president wrong information. They can indict him just for that. There's going to be indictings, I'm telling you. There's subpoenas being handed out right now. You might see in 5 months big trials. Just be ready. Now, if something happens, I wonder why. It's the like I said. Let the snakes go after the snakes. I'm all fine with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fine with that too. But like I said, there are other snakes, and he's not going after.
Well,
that's what drives me nuts.
Not yet. He still has 3 years.
He has to, he has to wait until
you
they
might
piss
be
him
right.
off.
Well, you might be right.
We gotta wait until he
but he does
piss him off.
piss lightning and crap thunder.
Just insane.
So, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm good. I think that's everything.
And we're going to be back next week.
Yep.
And I have a feeling something huge is going to happen.
I hope
I'm
something
just
huge.
waiting.
I hope it's a positive thing, though. That's what I want.
Well, the positive thing
I would love to hear
crypto and silver.
Well, no, I'm saying
because people like us are making money.
Well, I like that part. Of course I do, and I want that to happen. But what I'm saying is like, I don't know, a ceasefire.
Oh,
war ends.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
I wouldn't either, but that's what I'm still hopeful.
I hope you're right.
I hope that's
I hope you're right.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now that I do have something to talk about, and
we go.
You're helping me out today, man. I didn't have to write anything down because it's like you're reading my mind. Or I should have talked about this and how
it's okay.
I think that, like I said, they bartered a deal a while ago. I do believe the United
yeah.
States and Russia. I just, I said this
knows?
months ago about Syria. The West couldn't take down Syria with anything. They used Al Qaeda to try doing it. It didn't happen. Assad was being backed by Russia. Something was made. Something was said.
Oh, God. You know what?
And Russia said, "Go ahead. You can take Syria, but give us our pipelines." And so I think Ukraine became a bargaining chip. Syria became a bargaining chip. And I also said now how if America gets those mineral deals and those resources, all of a sudden Taiwan becomes expendable.
Yes.
So
no, I agree on that.
And another thing, thank you for bringing this up. Another thing I wanted to say was, hey, every time one war winds down, another one
comes up.
So be prepared. I think something's going to happen in Southeast Asia. I think China's going to invade Taiwan.
Let me say this though too.
China is going to invade Taiwan. Remember,
China does not need to use force.
No, they don't.
All they have to do is just go take maybe a little bit of their army, go in there and say we're taking over.
And that's exactly what's going to happen.
And I hope that's what happens. I don't want anybody to die.
No. I think that's going to happen because the whole world is a fucking stage, Dean.
Mm-hmm.
For all we know, all these governments are intertwined together and all these globalists.
You might
and they
be
say,
right.
you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah.
You take China and let our media handle the rest. And the sensationalism and the fear could drive the market.
Yeah, it could.
Could go either
up or down.
Right.
Yeah,
be prepared because shit's going to hit the fan.
A bloodless a coup or whatever you want to call it. That would be awesome. If it's going to happen.
I think it will.
I don't want it to happen at all, but I mean.
I think that China's going to go into Taiwan. And it's going to be another a phase of this crap that we're seeing right now with all these wars.
Here's a problem with that, though. So China goes in there, right, and just takes it.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Nothing. Well, the deal's already made. They don't need the West doesn't need Taiwan no more. They got all the rare minerals in Ukraine.
Well, no, I understand that.
If that deal's made.
What I'm saying is, what is our government going to do?
They're going to pretend. Like, it's the end of the world,
dude,
man. You're going to fucking die.
I hope they don't do anything. I hope you're right. I hope they do nothing.
They're not going to. But it's going to look like the end, but it won't be. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll be more.
It's more
political theater.
Yeah, theater. That's right.
And that's what it is. It's gonna. I really do believe that. I could be wrong, but that's what. And that's me talking, not QAnon, not Infowars, not CNN. So when you get our opinion, you get our opinion.
That's
we
our
study
opinion.
it. We read it. We listen to other people. Then we come up with our own conclusions. And I suggest you do too.
Absolutely.
Right. And turn off that fucking TV and turn on YouTube and listen to us. Damn it. As Sam Elliott says, beef. It's what's for dinner. And by the way, I listen to Two Deans and No Waiting on the YouTube channel.
All right, man. That's our show.
Yes,
Thank you so much for all 30 of you.
And I swear next week we're going to do Asshole of the Week again. So be prepared.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do Asshole of the Week next week.
But there's so many assholes.
I know. So next week, be prepared. Be prepared for anything. There'll be Asshole of the Week. And by the way, be prepared because anything can happen. And don't trust the government.